Hey.
Hello. Hit myself in the face.
What did you just
I said I just hit myself in the face.
say?
Oh my gosh, saw the funniest thing. You and I both watch football, but there was
Yeah.
a guy trying to kick or punt the ball, and he ended up like this weekend watching football. He ended up kicking the ball, and it hit one of his teammates in the
Uh-huh.
rear end.
Oh, I think I saw this. Was this on like college? It was college, right?
I don't know if it was college or pro. I forget. I watched so much
Okay.
football, but anyway, it's like one of those things.
Well, they did there's college football final where they do a recap of
Yeah,
everything, and a kicker did that exact thing, and they call it something like "Here's a dollar," like
yeah.
something like, oh my gosh, I saw it. I was laughing so hard. I'm
So
like,
he
that poor
had
guy.
one job.
Right. He's like, oh, that's making the highlights.
It was awesome. Speaking of awesome, this is
Yeah, speaking
awesome.
of awesome, this is, just football. Good segue to what we're talking about today, right?
Yeah, perfect segue to
Yeah,
display ads and search ads.
I can't think of anything better. So we're talking about the difference between Google display ads and search ads. And it's one of those things you may be thinking, I don't know the difference, but here's what you need to know. That advertisers, they spend millions of dollars every year on Google ads for really one simple reason: they work. So the next question is, which type of Google ad is better for your business? Because they're structured very differently. So to help you avoid wasting your time and those marketing dollars that are so important, we are going to explain the differences between the two and how to determine which is the best for your business.
Yeah.
So let's go.
All right, welcome back to Marketing and a Mic. We're here to give you guys all kinds of tips. Everything about digital marketing is what we're really wanting to do, and really just to help your business get more results. So we always talk about ads, and it's really hard to explain to people the difference between display ads and search ads. And it comes, when it comes to all of this online advertising, it's just kind of confusing. So
Yeah.
we're really going to help you decide which is the best for you, and that way you can achieve what you want in your advertising. So let's go right ahead and dive in.
Yes, they're both wonderful in their own ways, but they are very different. So paid search ads, they are really one of the most popular forms of pay-per-click advertising. Search ads are the ones that you see right at the top of your search results. You'll know it because it says ad right next to it. And they are displayed either right at the top or right at the bottom of the search results. They're formatted just to look like a search result. So they use an auction-based model, and these ads are really displayed sort of to look organically when a user is putting in those specific search terms.
Yes, exactly. And we could give you kind of an example. And everybody knows when you said you see the little ad at the top. Let's just say you typed in grocery delivery. You'll see the text ad in the Google search, which we're showing you that slide right now, their search engine results page. So here it is, grocery delivery. So if you look at these, search ads have three main components. They have a headline, they have a display URL, and a text description. It's all designed to give the users exactly what they're looking for, with the hope that they're going to click through to your business and what you have to offer.
Exactly. So here's the thing with search ads. They only appear to those who are already searching for that type of product or service. So the targeting capabilities are based around keywords, and they're based around location parameters. So how often your search ad appears depends on the bid and the quality score. And that's like a whole nother show. But
Oh my
there
God.
is a lot of magic work behind the scenes to get that ad up.
A lot of magic word.
Yes.
Yes. And we're talking about, again, we got two different things here, display ads and search ads. So that's really the basics of search ads. So let's talk a little bit about display ads. Although display ads, they're still on Google, so that's not different, but they are very different than search ads, because display ads are distributed throughout the Google Display Network. It's not just Google. It's a collection of over 200 million sites,
Crazy.
apps, and videos. That's hard to even grasp, but it's these ads can appear in all of these places.
Yes, and that's the thing that's different, is that even though it originates from Google, it's not going to display in the search results like a search ad does. So the Google Display Network, it reaches 90% of internet users worldwide. So if you think about that, that's a lot of eyes that could be seeing your business. So again, while search ads will only appear to those who are directly searching for your product or service, display ads are paid ads that are placed based on very specific targeting parameters. And here's an example. When you see this, you know you've seen it.
Yes. And the word targeting is the best word to describe these, or one of the best words, because you can really get down to target everything and anybody that you want to. So these kind of ads allow you to target through websites, social media, news feeds, emails, again, across 200 million sites. And the cool thing about it, you can even handpick website placements that fit your target audience the best. So again, target is the key word on this.
Yes, and how they target is the main difference there too. And again, where they show up. So all right, so we've talked about that. So there's a difference. Let's get into the nitty gritty of what's the difference between a Google display ad and a Google search ad. So there's multiple, but the biggest thing is the obvious one is how they appear, which we just saw. Search ads, they only appear in the SERP, which is search engine results page, and they are limited to just text. That's all you're going to see, text. Display ads, they have multiple design sizes and formats, and they can include images and video, and they're not limited to the search engine results page. They can actually appear across the internet on, like you said, any website, social media page, so on and so forth.
200 million sites. That's a big, big number. So again, it's just, you got to have to remember this. Although the display ads do originate from Google, they perform, again, very differently than their counterpart. While search ads, again, the thing that you see at the top that have the little ad on it, they're kind of a form of what we call pull advertising. And display ads are more the type of a push advertising. We're pushing it out to where your target audiences are spending their time.
Yes, it's really interesting how they do that. So in other words, it's crazy. So the people that come across your search ads, they're already actively looking for your specific or like-minded product or service. Display ads, they take a different approach. So they want to target audiences based on attributes or kind of in custom intent keywords.
Ooh, I like that. Custom intent keywords. but you're exactly right. So you can even pick which website placement best fits your target audience, and then you position your ad to display on those sites. So the idea is that although we aren't directly looking for a product or service, these are the type of individuals that would be interested in your brand. So it's kind of like it's popping up different places that they go and make them think of, maybe I do need that. Oh, there it is again. It's kind of following them around. So
yeah, it is, which I've actually grown to appreciate in some ways, because it's like they're trying to put stuff at you that you have an interest in. So here's another big difference. We talk about cost, and we're not going to get into the weeds about this, but because search ads are designed around people who are actively searching for your type of brand, price, the click-through rate is going to be higher as well. Why? Because it's more popular. It's more of a popular use search, and the way it's searched. So search ads, they actually have an average click-through rate of 3 to 4%. And display ads, the click-through rate is 0.5%.
Yes, it's very different. They're very different animals.
Yeah.
And these kind of things may look very minimal, but conversion rate and average cost per click for display ads is a lot lower. And it allows people, sometimes companies can't afford the search ads because it's a lot more expensive, because they average almost $2.41 per click when somebody clicks on that ad, compared to only 59 cents per click on display ads. So it allows everybody to kind of get in the game and be able to use this type of advertising.
Right. And you kind of have to look at it too, as if you're really wanting to be more targeted, that kind of does help you dive into the exact people you want to focus on. So there's definitely differences. So search ads, they have a higher cost per click, really simply because it's a higher search volume. And so you're going to have higher competition for that ad space. So putting budget and cost aside, as a business owner, how do you know which to choose? When do you do search ads and when do you do display ads? So it comes down to your marketing goals, and we have an answer for that.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to talk about when should you use search ads. Let's start there first. These have been around forever and ever and ever, and used in all different ways. But what's a really good use of search ads is if you're already having organic traffic and you want to supplement that organic traffic or traffic that's happening naturally with search ads. Because since SEO uses a very long game to build all that organic traffic to your website, some business owners may want to rely on an immediate solution, because this is like on off. You can turn it right on and it starts working, and that will help them bring people to their business in the meantime while we're taking our time building that organic traffic. So it makes search ads a great short-term strategy while they build the organic presence. So, organic traffic is really the best, I think, in my opinion, it is, because you have something to show for it. You're building over time. But the search ads is a great way, like it said, to supplement and help you get moving in your advertising.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the key word, supplement, not replace. It's a good thing to use while you're building that long-term SEO strategy. So the second reason I should say, when you want to use a search ad, is to reach a local audience. It's really great for this. So if you have a local service and you're trying to capture a local audience, search ads can be a really perfect solution. They have great targeting options that allow you to focus on specific cities, regions, zip codes, and that ad is only going to show to those people in that specific area. And you can also exclude locations, which is nice too, because you don't want to run ads to areas you don't serve.
There's a big lesson in this, and if you don't know how to do this correctly, you're going to be wasting money advertising in places that you don't sell your stuff. So we run into that all the time, and people don't even realize that you're sitting in Alabama, but yet your ads are being seen in Las Vegas. You don't need that for a local business. But anyway, that's a whole other show, like you always talk to say.
Right. Why am I getting calls from Nevada? Well,
it's like, what is happening? Okay. Another great time to use these search ads is if you have a niche product or service. So if somebody can't walk into your store, your brick and mortar shop, to find what you have, search ads are a great solution for this. Customers must research online for what they're looking for if it's not something they can easily find or it's easily accessible. Industrial equipment or custom lighting are examples of niche products. And those are great examples, but I always have one that we use, or we have a customer that sells actual dirt.
Yes.
He sells dirt for baseball diamonds, right? So you can't just walk in a local store and, buy that specific dirt. So that's a very great time to use search ads, and it's working really well for him, selling that baseball dirt.
Yeah, truly it is, because like you said, you can't go into a store and be like, can I see your aisle of dirt?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. The fourth reason of when search ads make sense is if you sell an urgent product or service. Boy, is this important. So, hey, you have an emergency, your pipe bursts in your house. The first thing you're going to do is jump online to find a plumber near you, because you need to make decisions fast. So you're not going to spend days and weeks, asking around and asking your neighbor or searching online and trying to figure out which plumber to go with. If your search ad is at the top of the list in the results page, there's a good chance that user is going to click through to that landing page because they need a service now.
Yes, exactly. And as we mentioned before, search ads can be a little bit more expensive, but they can really drive home traffic to you quickly. So another reason you might want to use search ads is if you sell a high margin product or service. What do we mean by that? If somebody buys one thing of yours and it costs quite a bit of money, you're going to recoup your ad spend back very quickly. So that could be a very good winning strategy for you if you sell a high margin products or services. So if the excuse me, hard words are hard
We're
again.
both, I mean, we're both just
Whoop.
fumbling on
Okay.
simple words. None of the hard ones yet.
So again, if the profit that you're going to make far exceeds the cost of running the search ads, it's going to be a win-win. Let me give you some examples. Lawyers, financial institutions, construction renovation, all these type of businesses can attract new high margin clients through search engines. And when all they have to do is sell like one or two services, and they've more than paid for it. So that's what we mean.
You're exactly right. You get one booking and that pays for itself. So it works.
And yeah, and also you have to look that's also going to help you decide if it's not good for you, because if you don't have that high margin product, you're not going to be able to sell enough of these components or services to make up your money. So
yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. It's gotta work with your budget. So let's do a quick recap here. So when to use search ads. One, to supplement in organic traffic. So supplementing your SEO strategy in the short term, in the beginning. Two, to reach a local audience. Three, you sell a very niche product or service. Four, you sell an urgent product or service. Or five, you sell a high margin product or service. And you know what? If you have all five of those, well, then there you go.
There you go. Win, 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 win.
Oh, win, 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 win. Okay, so we talked about when to use the search ads. So now let's talk about when you want to think about using display ads. So the first reason would be that you have a longer sales cycle. So what does that mean? Well, how search ads, they work in more urgent short sale scenarios. Display ads are ideal if your product or service isn't typically purchased within like the first touch point. So this is often the case with you're selling cars or software or electronic devices. So because of this, display ads work really well sort of in that consideration phase of the buying cycle.
Yes, that's very well put. Because display ads give you the ability to keep your brand top of mind and use various ad strategies because they're all over the place. And cross-channel marketing is a very important part of this. So the paid messages the paid messages go to your prospects across multiple devices, a variety of digital marketing channels, and help guide them to make that purchase. So again, it follows you around, gets in your head, until you finally give in and buy.
Yeah. And it's just that sort of like, hey, we're still here. Find me. Come on. I know you're thinking about it. So another type of marketing where display ads helps with is providing a seamless user experience by allowing the customer to pick up where they left off, which is that omni-channel marketing. So no matter where they are or what marketing channel they're using or which device they're using, then that display ad will pop up, which I like. Again, I really do appreciate that I can just pick up where I left off. I'm like, okay, now I'm ready, and I don't have to start the whole process over again.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And then the last one, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Is the retargeting. So that's again, when you want to show the ad to anyone who's interacted with your brand. So you can stay top of mind with them even after they've left your website. So those are three good ways.
Yes, that it's kind of like dual purpose or dual advertising, because you have that display ad and then you get to, this is as the consumer, the person paying for these ads. So you're paying for that display ad, but then you're also getting the benefit of the retargeting.
Yes.
So it's really cool, and you don't get that with search ads. So another reason to use display ads, again, you can reach niche markets. Now, we're not talking about if you have a niche product, we're talking about targeting the people that you want to target. So while search ads are very effective with the product and services, display ads work well with the targeting of your niche audience. So it's a little bit of different thought process. This is because these ads are shown on sites where your potential customers are already spending their time. So it's not weird for them to see those ads because it's something that they like already. It's where they're spending their time. So you can cater these ads specifically to that niche group based on their interests. So it doesn't seem quite as intrusive.
Yeah.
Because they're already there. They already like it. So targeting is amazing with these type of ads.
It truly is. So the third reason when display ads would make sense is to create brand awareness. So remember, people aren't on these websites looking for the display ads, and they aren't actively looking for your product or service. but they are ideal if you are wanting to create that demand or you're wanting to create that awareness about your brand. So if that's your intent, that the display ads are perfect for that.
It's kind of like that subliminal message.
Yes.
It's like, we know you like this because you're on this website. So we're going to offer this to you. So a powerful display ad, again, can help cultivate that want or need. It may be something you like, but maybe you never thought about buying it. So
Yeah.
they may not be thinking about your business, but your ad gets them curious. Kind of like LegalZoom here. They do a great job of kind of popping those subliminal ads or subliminal messages through ads. So these targeting options can make your ad appear on sites that are popular with audience that fit all your demographics and help to quickly build that brand awareness because they're going to see it over and over again.
Yes, it's so true. I mean, because you think about this LegalZoom ad, okay? So we've got, hey, they can target people who may be entrepreneurs or, whatever their interests are. So then they can look at that and say, okay, if they're an entrepreneur, they're just a small business or whatever it is, then saying something like questions about starting a business, then it's right there in front of them. And it kind of builds that curiosity of like, oh, okay, I didn't think about that. Let me click through and see what that's about. So smart. It's smart. So the fourth reason why display ads would make sense is if your product or service is more visual. And this makes sense because search ads, they're text-based. So one big advantage of a display ad is that they can include images and videos. So it makes it perfect for those types of products or services that do well when they're promoted with like a visual.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to talk about examples here, but it just makes it so powerful because people are really more likely to engage in video or images versus just looking at words or looking at text. So think about these things that are very visual: home decor, any retail sales, any entertainment, apparel. Oh my gosh, the apparel. Like I looked at boots the other day and now boots are following me everywhere. Just some examples. So I need to go buy some boots. It's in my mind.
Yeah,
And I'm
you're
gonna
still
have to buy the
thinking.
boots.
Still thinking about it. So let's recap the display ads. So when to use display ads, you have a longer sales cycle, number one. Number two, to reach niche markets. Number three, to create brand awareness. Or number four, your product or service is more visual. So yeah. So that's it for us today. And, just want to show you how Google Ads is just another successful way for you to get in front of your audience and turn them into customers. So we hope that today's show gave you some great tools to help you get started and make that decision.
Yes, and we love helping people with these kind of ads. So if you need anything, help setting them up, whether it's search ads or display ads, or if you just want to talk to us about ways to get more traffic to your website, please reach out. We would love to help you. So don't forget about our podcast. Always goes live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And you can always catch the replay on Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more resources and help with your digital marketing plan. So we have tons of videos out there for you.
Yes, we are here for you. So that's it for today. We'll see you next time.